This Liberty Sports Update is brought to you by Beacon Credit Union.
Two of you played under Coach Joe Daly, you for 3 years, I believe you for 2 years. What did you guys learn the most from him, and what's it going to be like Saturday with him in the visiting coach's booth instead of where he would normally be calling plays for you guys?
Yeah, Coach Daly, he's been there ever since I stepped foot on campus. He's kind of the one that taught me coming in how to prepare for college football, what my mindset has to be like, just being a close coach that I could come to whenever, and just learning from him. So, I learned a lot from him. Definitely took a lot coaching from him. Some stuff that he taught me, I still, apply to my game this day. But, when it comes Saturday, it's a different mindset. It's a different focus. We know throughout the week we got to prepare hard because, with his offense, they like to score a lot of points. So that just makes us gonna have to score a lot more points. So hopefully our defense will have a good game plan for him. But when it comes Saturday, it's showtime. But after the game, it'll probably be all love and all hugs.
Yeah, kind of to piggyback on that. It's very evident that his process works. His system is very efficient. But just like when we used to be in meetings with him, he would joke around that if we were playing Uno or playing horse in the backyard or something like that, he was going to try to beat us. So I think the competitiveness is definitely going to be there. I think we're excited. I think it'll be a difficult challenge. Just because he is efficient, and they're going to do some good things. But I have a lot of respect for him, and we loved our time with him that he was here. So, no bad things to say.
Landon, you now have an opportunity to sort of be the backup in terms of the passing offense now. What's your mindset now after JB's injury, and what mentality are you taking into practice this week, knowing you have an opportunity to be a guy who, if Buck gets hurt, you can go in and take over the reps?
Prior to talking about that, we love JB, and he's made our room. He makes us a lot better, so we can't wait to have him back. But as far as the preparation phase, I don't think preparation is going to change a lot for me. I try to stay as concurrent as I can be. As far as being ready and staying engaged. But it's an opportunity, and if called upon, I want to put our offense in the best position possible, just to be efficient. Our thing is we want to be a fundamentally efficient scoring machine, and so I think that's the ultimate goal. And if we can facilitate from the quarterback's room efficient play on the field, I think that that answers that.
Buck, another great game for you. That's 2 in a row now. Do you feel like you're kind of hitting stride here a little bit?
That's my goal. I want to keep improving after every game. I want to keep getting better and better, eliminate the bad plays, and even just taking away from the last game, it was some mistakes, it was some corrections that had to be made, and we went over those in film, and I learned from those. But yeah, of course, I would love to keep this routine going that we built so far these past 2 games. So that just comes with preparation, practice, and continue to learn from my coaches. So if I just continue to do that and focus more on my film and stuff like that, I think as the season continues, we'll be able to keep going as we're going right now.
Buck, in the first couple of games, you were facing a lot of pressure and took a lot of shots, and that has for the guy who's standing in there and has to deliver the ball, that can ruffle your confidence a little bit. And then we saw in the Buffalo game as you were able to get some good pass protection. How have you seen, after putting those first 2 games behind you, and people question you a little bit, and they're not the guy standing there taking it in the mouth.
Yeah.
How have you seen your confidence get better over the last few games, and where are you at with that right now?
Yeah, definitely. The first 2 games, it was a little rough pressure-wise, but our O-line did a great job doing corrections. Their coach is doing a great job communicating with just all the coaches, making sure that each week we have different set protections. They've been doing a really good job up front lately, and they've been taking it real serious. they've been, really working hard and trying not to make sure that I don't get touched, and that's their ultimate goal in the pass game is just to, give me a couple more seconds so I could complete the ball down the field. So definitely when I feel I have more time, it's definitely easier to see the field, and and when we do that, we've been having pretty good success.
AGG obviously leads the nation in receiving yards per game. How has his production differed from years past, and has the emergence of Kevin Shaw as a reliable X receiver, plus how the slot receivers have been performing this year, has that made AGG more dynamic because teams aren't able to shift a safety over to help him?
Yeah, teams do try to do that, but then once they see how dynamic our other guys are on the opposite side of the field, then they start to, respect it. Oh, we can't double him because if we double him, then we're leaving somebody short on the opposite side of the field, and then we get more explosive plays on that side of the field. So they kind of, okay, so what side should we overload, the left side or leave AGG one-on-one? So when we see the opportunities with AGG, single high, press or off, we're trying to, go to him. But, of course, if they're going to double team him, we definitely got other guys that could go run down the field, stop on a dime, just short, quick bubble routes in the slot, make people miss and, get first down. So, I think just having those explosive guys and now we got even more guys in depth at each position to make plays like that. So, I think that opens up a huge window for him. And then with him AGG just catching the ball after the catch and making runs. So, it's just impressive.
Buck, this is the last of 3 straight games at home. How important is it to go ahead and close this 3-game stand with a 3-0 mark and get a win before you go on the road?
Oh, yeah, that'd be perfect to close out our 3-game stretch at home undefeated. So, that'd be a great feeling for us, a great boost for the fans, and just something that'll keep us rolling into the weeks after that, just knowing that, we want something bigger than just one game at a time. We want at the end of the year, we want to be at a bowl game. So, taking these games one time at a time, and just finishing strong is the ultimate goal, really.
Landon, how important have the last 2 games been for you to get on the field? You haven't attempted to pass, but to be in there to sense the speed of the game, how much has that helped you out after only being a holder for your first 2 years?
I think it definitely lends itself to produce some confidence. Some just consistently being out there a little bit, getting your feet wet. But I definitely have settled down more and more. I think just as time has gone on, and with the progression of that, it's bred that confidence and bred that consistency that I needed, and just ready to step into whatever role they need me for.
Buck, Coach said that with the RPOs that there might have been some run plays that were kind of left out there. I think. Is that still a work in progress for you? When to hand it off, when to throw it?
Yeah. It's kind of tricky sometimes when you're reading just one person and they're kind of iffy on their decision making. So yeah, it's kind of tricky sometimes, but I feel for the most part it was pretty solid. Make with my decision making. So more to improve, but some plays get a little iffy, and then when in doubt, just hand the ball off and get what we get the dirty runs, and then live to see the next play.
Buck, you've been in Joe Daly's offense, and now you've been in this offense. And what are the similarities in the offenses, and how difficult has it been for you to learn this new offense, if it is much different?
Well, Coach Daly's offense, RPO, tempo. So, it's pretty similar, just the terminology as far as the play calling, stuff like that. But when I came in my freshman year learning the system, I really had to study with Coach Daly, and then just now having 1 year under my belt to learn this playbook, it really taught me how to tone in and lock in and focus and make sure that I know the plays in and out, just because I had a short time to rep them. But the Coach Freeze and Coach Austin have done a really good job just helping me, even the quarterbacks around me, helping me with just learning the plays, getting the plays down, certain like RPO rules, what to do on certain plays, stuff like that. But ultimately, I think that the offenses were kind of similar. Just now, I think we move a little bit faster with our tempo.
For both of you, you're 500 right now, 2-2. How big is this game on Saturday? The difference between being 3-2 as opposed to 2-3.
Yeah, of course. 3-2 is, like you said, our main goal. That's what we want to be after Saturday's game. Just being 3-2, that'd honestly be better for our chances at our ultimate goal for the bowl game instead of being, one away, one less. We'd rather be one up. So, I just feel if we come with the same mindset and mentality we came these past 2 weeks and we lock in the film room and know, like, what specific plays and what coverages they like to run and how we could attack those, I think the results would be good for us.
Yeah, to kind of speak on that, I mean, I think one thing we say is like our biggest game is the next game. I mean, we take it one game at a time, 1 week at a time, and I think that's detrimental to the culture we're building here. We want to build a winning culture here, and so if you do that one game at a time, 1 week at a time, and you take care of business each week, it's going to breed results that you like.